Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian. Welcome you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 19. So those of you who've been following me for a while may be like, "Hey, what's the deal? Why am I getting 2 videos on Friday? Is it my birthday?" The answer is either A, probably not, or B, maybe, depending on if it is indeed your birthday. Those of you who caught the very short video that I uploaded Monday night know the real answer to why there's 2 episodes. Namely that I screwed up last Friday and I uploaded my test video instead of the actual episode. So, I deeply apologize. And this season, you will be getting 100% all the episodes that you normally get plus this bonus video, which will cover the off-season of 1976. The last 2 seasons, for those of you who haven't been following the series just yet, have been near misses. We've missed the playoffs by, I believe, a combined 4 games. So let's take a quick look here. 6 games. I was not remotely close. We missed by 4 games in 75, 2 in 1976. So we're getting better. But there's still a long way to go. And this next season could be my last as manager and general manager of the Philadelphia Phillies, and I'd rather not get fired. So, our very first step is to check our email as we... Whoa. Oh! That's a thing. When were you going to tell me? I think I've already exercised his option. That's roster expansion. Yeah, I don't think the AI remembered to send me an email. So you know how I found out that we're expanding the league? I literally just clicked on this and saw the word expansion draft. So I can only protect 15 players. So let's get it done. Okay. Let's take the no-brainers. Steve Carlton, Nolan Ryan, Mike Schmidt, Christopher Hermano, Bobby Bonds, Wayne Twitchell. I find it hard to believe the AI would take a player like Fred Norman, who's out for most of the season, but actually I do kind of like him, so I will put him on there. Is there anyone else like I desperately want to keep? I would like to keep Tug McGraw. I mean, at this point, this is just players I can keep, not necessarily players that make a big difference. Yeah, I'll protect Mickelson, too. I do also want to keep Jim Essien simply because of that. So if they take literally anyone else on this, I'm going to protect Greg Luzinski. Even though I said last episode I don't intend to re-sign him, if I let him go, I get nothing for him. And I'd much rather get something for him. And then I'll go ahead and keep Danny Thompson just because I don't have a better shortstop right now. So with 2 more players I could protect. One will be Larry Christensen. And one I think will be... because I don't think I kept him, did I? I did not. There's not really anyone else I want to protect, so I'll submit this as my protection list. So, there is an expansion draft. We're adding the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. Oh, there is no limit of picks you can take from a single team during the expansion draft. That's lovely. Continue draft. Oh, the draft doesn't take place today. Okay. When does the draft take place? Man, it's not... Oh, there it is. Yeah, December the 17th. Okay. All right. Salary arbitration. I will happily offer arbitration both Lazinski and Parker. Before we do anything else, actually, before I finish with this, is there anyone I just want to get rid of? Roy Thomas, I tried with you, bro. You're not good enough. Get lost. I have no problem with keeping these other guys, and no one's really getting offered a lot for it. So let's look over the year that was. What happened last season? What went well, what didn't go well? Christopher Hermano did not turn in quite as brilliant a season as his first, but provided nearly the same level of offensive performance. Slightly more power, slightly less batting average, not quite as efficient on the bases, still led the league in walks and led the league in runs scored. His second base left something to be desired. But he's still more than capable of playing the position, and I don't see any need to replace him. Bobby Bonds, his career continues to slowly slip away from him, but so far he's not a liability yet. He went from being a much appreciated member of the lineup to getting a little worse and a little worse still. The good news is he played pretty damn good in right field and provided some quality offense, hitting 22 home runs. But he's clearly not the $500,000 player he used to be. And it would take a special kind of stupid for him not to keep the contract he's already got. Because there's no way he's going to get a comparable one. Mike Schmidt also faced a bit of a down year. The good news is his average and his on-base percentage dropped. His bad news is his home runs dropped off significantly. Part of this is because he was injured for a significant portion of the year. And injuries can't really be predicted. So this doesn't necessarily mean that he won't hit, say, 30 home runs next year. But it is a little bit disappointing to see him struggle a little bit. He handled third base pretty well. All in all, a very good season, nonetheless marred by the fact that he suffered an injury that took him out for about a month. I think if he plays a month, his counting stats are about as good as they were the previous season, if not a little bit better. Who else was really notable last season? Paul Blair filled in admirably at center field. He hit okay-ish, but more importantly, he played a pretty fantastic center field. And Blair is the kind of guy I might want to keep for another season. John Stearns keeps plugging away. His bat got a little bit better this season. And he continued to put up very good catching numbers, throwing out 41+% of would-be base stealers. Even though my manager wants a better catcher, I'm perfectly satisfied with what John Stearns has given us as a catcher. A bat right around league average, maybe a shade below league average, but still providing enough quality defense that I'm totally cool with keeping him. And then Danny Thompson, who turned in a season of mediocre offensive performance coupled with decent shortstop. The biggest disappointment, Bob Spence, I traded for him toward the end of the season, and he did what he was expected to do. He hit for some power, he drew some walks. He did what was expected of him. He could have done a little bit better, but I'm not that fussed. Greg Lazinski has just cratered the last couple of years. He went from being one of the better players in the league and an occasional all-star to he just stopped hitting home runs altogether. Or for contact. And his rating suggests he should be better than that. And it really, on the one hand, it kind of bothers me that he's doing so badly, but I'm not going to offer him the money he's looking for just because he might do better. And the fact he was an absolutely terrible left fielder. He almost cost the team 2 full wins. He almost cost us the playoffs by himself just because he wasn't getting to stuff he should be getting to, especially given a player of his caliber. The thing is, no one's going to take Lazinski. No one's going to trade for him. I had a couple of offers during the season. I decided not to take them up on them. And so someone else is going to be picking him up. And we'll hopefully get a draft pick out of it. Pitching-wise, Steve Carlton, a wonderful bounce-back campaign. Everything that could have gone wrong the previous year. He shaved off walks, shaved off home runs, struck out almost as many people, led the leagues in innings pitched, and led the league in games started. He was, once again, a Cy Young candidate. It's really something of a crying shame that, just like in real life, despite being worthy of multiple, he has won exactly one Cy Young award, although he did finish second in 1972. The other pitcher who led the league in strikeouts and strikeouts per nine was Nolan Ryan. Now, I have to believe this is Nolan Ryan at his absolute best, because I look at the walks per nine and I see I can't expect him to come up with that walks per nine each season, or that BABIP. The truth is somewhere between 1975 and 1976, which is, fortunately for us, a damn good pitcher, no matter which way you slice it. Wayne Twitchell, again, put in another very good season. Put in the innings, low ERA, struck out a few, didn't walk very many, kept the home runs in the park. Twitchell has really been an underrated part of our team ever since we converted him from a reliever to a full-time starter. All he's done is produce. A very worthy number 3. Pete Mickelson, not the golfer, got the closer's job with Tug McGraw being out and pitched pretty well. Tug McGraw, R.J. Thomas. Roy Thomas also cost us over 2 wins and has very clearly determined he doesn't belong in the major leagues anymore. At least not with my team. And we got a pretty good season out of Tug McGraw, despite the fact he was injured for a healthy part of it. And I do think the way we used him was a better way to use him. Namely, let someone else do most of the closing. So to ease the burden on his arm. So all in all, there were 2 big disappointments, but everyone else was more or less pretty solid. So, I'd love to trade Greg Luzinski. I would even maybe consider signing him, but the thing is he wants a pretty massive raise and he hasn't deserved it. Would you take a 1-year deal? Yeah, he just pretty much got super pissed at me the moment I said, how about a 1-year deal? So, yeah, we'll offer him arbitration, but he's probably not going to come back to us. I do want to keep Paul Blair. I would like to offer you another year. So, worst case scenario, Paul Blair is going to be a backup center fielder or a defensive replacement. I am totally fine with this. He really did what I wanted him to do. I have nothing but praise for him. Hal McRae is going to walk, which is a shame, but I didn't really have a place for him. Craig Robinson can't hit. No one else here is worth getting excited about. Okay, so let's simulate through the awards. And Paul Blair came back because he's not an idiot. So one thing I talked about last episode was how to fit Mark Corey onto the team. But the truth of the matter is, there is no way in hell I'm letting him play center. He can't handle it. He could play right. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to convert him to a left fielder, and I'm going to tell the AI to play him in left field every day during spring training, and hopefully he picks it up pretty quickly. I think he will. He seems to be a smart chap. So we're going to go ahead and set his game strategy here to make him a left fielder. And that's going to be his job during spring training. He's going to play left field every day. I wouldn't object to getting a 1-year rental at left field, but I'm not totally convinced we desperately need one. Sam Rich-Dower can't play the outfield. I'd love to find a way to get his bat in. He's another guy I might be looking at trading simply because I think he's reached the point where he's too good to be... Well, maybe I'll let him tell me if he's too good to be a backup. He did fill in quite well for Mike Schmidt when Mike Schmidt was injured this year. Any other rookies I want to give a shot to? Jim Beswick is a very good all-around hitter. He's just gonna need some extra time before he's ready. How did Jesus Alfaro end up doing? So he started the year in Single A and did kind of crappy, and then he got a little bit better in the New York Penn League. I'm going to leave him in the New York Penn League for another year. He's still only 18. I don't think he's ready for full season ball. And I think he's also set to be played every single day. He could be a real good one. Rodney Lyle, that's what I'm going to call him. He's got the potential to be a center fielder at some stage, but he's going to need to put together a couple of... he's going to need to put together some better seasons first. And other than that, I mean, there's not really a lot. Oh, is there anyone I desperately need to keep? If I'm going to keep either Rivero or Verizon, I'm going to keep Rivero. Because Rivero's actually a damn good shortstop. And he also happens to have some offensive capability, whereas Verizon has none. I keep wanting to call him Verizon, but that would be copyright infringement. Guarnaccia is a decent outfielder who doesn't really hit. And he's never hit well in the minors, so hard pass on wasting time giving him what he thinks he deserves. As far as everyone else, Randy Smith developing his control would make him a very useful pitcher, so I'll go ahead and throw him on the 40-man. Buddy Bradford I don't care about. I don't care about him because he doesn't throw strikes. Anyone else could leave and I wouldn't be too upset. I have a lot of third basemen who are probably going to be finding themselves new jobs this season. Like most of AAA. So, that's not great, but... can I... If I give them control of minor league free agents, I also have to give them control of minor league releases. And I don't want that. I don't mind if the AI signs free agents. I don't want them releasing players. If you've played OOTP 19, please feel free to share with me. Here we go. They have to be out for at least 2 weeks before I want to be bothered. Do let me know what you've thought about the AI's ability to handle signings and releases. In the past, the AI would just cut really good minor league prospects for no reason. It was very frustrating. Other than that... Okay. So let's skip forward a bit farther. So we've got some holes to fill, and I think a lot will depend on what's available in free agency. There we go. Steve Carlton. Good work. Who won a Silver Slugger? Oh, Christopher Hermano. I didn't expect that. Oh, damn. Steve Carlton got Cy Young and MVP. Nice work, my friend. Who won Gold Gloves? I'm actually surprised my center fielder didn't come home with one. I'm not, like, super upset about it or anything, but it is a little bit irritating. Jerry Turner. Okay, Jerry Turner was... Okay, that's... Yeah. Nope. Not complaining. You're not going to beat a year like that. That was sublime. No votes for any of the Phillies. That's fair. Still, good to see Steve Carlton get some recognition with his first MVP and a Cy Young Award. His second Cy Young Award. Well deserved, for sure. Now let's sim up to salary arbitration hearings. Now, one thing is the fans are going to be pissed off at me for letting Luzinski go. We've got quite a bit of fan interest. Let's see how badly that does. I'm a little bit concerned. Oh, right. Everyone got basically... Elwood's, yeah, they all got what I said they should get. And Greg Lazinski declined arbitration, and Wes Parker accepted it. Okay. I'm not that upset about that. Parker did get hurt, but was otherwise a fairly decent first baseman for us. So I'm totally fine with that. I'll offer Lazinski a contract, but he's probably going to tell me to go to hell. Yeah, I'm not signing you. You're not good enough. What else do we need to do this offseason? I want to increase our ticket price. I haven't changed it in a very long time, and I think $2.50 is very reasonable. Like, what's Pittsburgh asking? $3.75. So we're still an amazing deal, which probably helps account for the fact that the fans still like us quite a bit. How's our development budget compared to league base line? I'm gonna put another $100,000 into development. We got to be well above the baseline. There we go. What about scouting? We're actually way under the league budget for scouting. Let's give him some more cash. This will mean that I have less money to spend on free agents, but at the same time, we're in pretty good shape financially, so I'm not too upset. Okay, who is the very best player in free agency this year? Raleigh Fingers, okay. Are you a particular type of free agent? You're a type A. Nope. Bobby Grich, type A. Johnny Bench, type A. Johnny Bench would be a pretty amazing pickup, but I already have a good third baseman, Dave LaRoche. No compensation, very good relief pitcher. Like, amazing. I am not even going to hesitate for a tenth of a second. I want you to play for the Philadelphia Phillies. It's a no-brainer. All it costs is money, no draft pick, and he's a really good player. Rennie Stinnett would be a good addition to the team. He's a pretty good shortstop, and he can actually hit. Well, he could actually hit. He hasn't, but he could. I could use a little more offensive production out of my shortstop, so I will go ahead and offer him a deal, too. Other than that, I mean, I don't need Jose Cruz because I need someone who plays left, not right. Pete Rose Sr. wouldn't be a bad choice, and I would only lose a Type B free agent, a Type B pick, which I think means I don't actually lose a draft pick or something. Signing Pete Rose to play left field might be one of the best decisions I could possibly make. Okay, you're getting a 3-year deal, and the other 2 are team option years. I am not giving you guaranteed money. Yeah, you are... I'm not giving a 35-year-old man that long a contract. It's just not happening. Okay. So those are the offers I'm going to be making. Anyone else? Mickey Rivers would also be Mickey Rivers would probably be my choice if I can't get what's-his-face to sign a deal. He'd actually be an improvement over Paul Blair. What the hell? It's just money, right? We're gonna go in deep. This is gonna be our year to really spend and see what we can come away with. I gotta activate Fred Norman. That's fine. Now, some of these guys I'm almost positive won't sign with me. At least not for the amount I want. I bet Pete Rose is one of them. I would be shocked if he signed with us. I would be borderline stunned if he signed with us. Just because it looks like he wants a longer deal. And I'm giving him quite a bit of money, but I'm not giving him as much as he might want. No one has responded to any of my offers yet. Ooh, let's look at this draft. Harold Baines, Ozzie Smith, Tim Baines, Paul Molitor, Jesse Barfield, and Dale Murphy. Oh, you must not have signed him. You must have let him go. Okay, and Scott Sanderson, who's not bad, and Dave Righetti. This is a really, and Jesse, this is a really great draft. And of course, I don't really have a pick that's good enough to get any of the really good players. Who are we going to put in the Hall of Fame this year? Bob Allison, no. I appreciate the decent war, but no. Ernie Banks, yes. Yogi Berra, yes. Ken Boyer, yes. Because I'm pretty sure Boyer's still better than the average Hall of Fame third baseman, and he is. Jim Bunning, no. I mean... Wow. Actually, yeah, compared to the existing standard, he's pretty high up there. Not going to vote for Rock Colavito. We'll vote for Don Drysdale. I'll vote for Curt Flood for historical purposes, but I'm going to be totally honest with you. He probably doesn't deserve to make the Hall of Fame, purely based on his merits as a player. Mudcat Grant end up with .2 WAR. What? That can't be right. Wow, he was really bad. Like, damn. Like, he is not... Yeah, I am not going to vote for him. No, no, no. Yes. No Jim Maloney. Yes to Early Win. Definitely Duke Snider. I don't know why Duke Snider's not getting in. He had to have, like, run over someone's dog or something. I know Maury Wills in real life was a Hall of Famer, but he only contributed 34 WAR. Oh, you did it again, didn't you? Oh, no, yeah, this is correct. He got slightly more hits in real life, but I think he also stole a lot more bases in real life. No, he's actually almost the same player. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, he's one of the weaker Hall of Famers in real life, too, I think. He played for the Dodgers at the right time. He stole a lot of bases. And that's good, but it's not a Hall of Famer. So, I mean, I will compare him to other shortstops, but I'm pretty sure he falls short by every conceivable measure. So we'll go ahead and we'll cast our ballot. Almost folded up that time. All right. I've already submitted my ballot. Has anyone responded to me yet? LaRoche is happy. Pete Rose is happy. Everyone so far that I've made an offer to is pretty happy with the offers I've made, which is lovely. No one has responded to me yet. I might get all of them. If I did, I would be very happy, but that can't happen, can it? Could I actually get everyone I tried to sign? Maybe. Oh, snap. I got everybody. I got Mickey Rivers, I got Pete Rose, and I got Rennie Stinnett. Damn. Well, if we don't get to the World Series this year, I don't know who to blame. Oh, we're actually going to have to clear some people off the 40-man, I think, maybe. How many people are on the 40-man? 35. No, we can afford to have everybody here. And here's the real problem. Well, the problem... first of all, you're a left fielder for this team. Okay, Mark Corey, I'm going to go ahead and take you off the game strategy. I don't want you starting every day because I want Pete Rose to get some time. Yeah, we just got a lot better. And we even got younger at shortstop, which is really good. This was an amazing free agent class for us. I don't think I could be any happier with who we got. All the people who might disappoint me on their deal, the biggest risk is Pete Rose. That's only because he's so old at this point. But I think he's a pretty good left fielder, and yeah. I am super thrilled with that. I don't even care that I lost a first-round draft pick for him. And here's the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, poop. This is a very good draft, and I'm not going to get anyone remotely good out of it. I have come to grips with that. 380 players. Ozzy. Oh my god, this is such a crazy good draft. We'll have to see who's still around by the time I pick. Alright. It would take a special kind of stupid. Well, this is actually a really tough choice. I don't know who I would take if I had the number 1 overall pick. Templeton's ready now. I wouldn't be surprised actually if it is Templeton. Let's see who they take. Oh, they took Dale Murphy. Okay. Another good choice. Tim Raines goes to Milwaukee. Terry Kennedy goes to the Padres. Ozzie Smith to the California Angels. Or to the Padres, sorry. Jim Bennett to the Angels. No one wants Gary Templeton. Or Bill Foley. It's really weird. Well, let's just sim up to my pick. Alright, so we got some choices here. We got some real good choices. Far more than I expected to have. Let's start with Tom Lombarski. Potentially very good hitter, good base stealer, plays first, third, short, and left. Error's a bit of a problem, but he would be a very fine draft pick. Bob Johnson is a really good catcher who will never hit. He'll just never hit. He'll draw walks and hit home runs, but that's it. I would take him with a second-round pick, but not with a first-round pick. I don't think he's worth it. We'll look at Kevin Bass, but I think I've already made my choice. Bass is a good all-around hitter who's just not a great fielder. But good all-around hitters have a lot of value. Barry Cheeseman, a pretty okay catcher who doesn't hit that great. Lombarski is such an obvious pick. How good was he in real life? He was respectable at times. I will draft Lombarski. Okay. Kurt Reed is a really great player who's also impossible. And he plays second base. OSA thinks he's going to be a bust. I don't see the need to overpay for something like that. Colbert will draw walks and play catcher. That's not good enough. Barry Cheeseman. Again, not good enough. Robert Potts. Again. I gotta hand it to my scout. He's got a type. And that type is all discipline all day long. Steve Christmas would be an excellent second-round draft pick. He hits very well across the board, and he's a really good catcher. So I will happily take Steve Christmas and add him to the Philadelphia Phillies. Anyone else? Rod Craig, maybe? Really good speed. That's about all he's got. Honestly, at this point, I might even just let the AI pick everyone else. No, actually, I will take Kurt Reed. Oh, no, that's right. I decided not to take him because he's going to want a buttload of money. I'll draft him, and we'll see exactly how much a buttload he wants. A buttload is a technical term, by the way, for an amount of money. Yeah, I will happily take Gibson Alba. He's very raw, but that's what 4th round draft picks are for. I'm literally the only person who sees possible value in Barry Cheeseman. I'll take him with a 5th round. No, 4th round pick will cost me something. Alvin Moore, meh. Okay, Pablo I like. We will draft Pablo. And then once he's free, I will take Barry Cheeseman. But I wasn't going to spend actual money on him. Alright, let's complete the draft. I know we didn't take much in the way of pitchers in this draft. But this is kind of a weak draft for pitchers once you got beyond the very tippy top. Alright, let me give you your offer. You can absolutely have the slot. You can absolutely have your slot. Now, how much does Kurt Reed actually want? He wants over 200 grand. If we're right about how he develops, he's absolutely positively worth it. If OSA is right, it's the biggest waste of money in the history of money. But here's the thing, we have $2 million left. There's no reason not to offer him 300 grand and see what happens. If he doesn't take it, fine, I get a 3rd round draft pick. Now let's simulate to the expansion draft. Oh shit, you know what I just realized? Okay, good. Can I add more people to it? I can add more people, but it's not going to matter. Shit. Oh, I feel so stupid now. I feel real stupid. Oh, damn it. I submitted the list too early, and I protected people for no reason, and I'm going to lose some of the people. Oh, wow. Everyone's probably screaming at their screen right now. They probably caught what I didn't catch earlier. There's no way some of these guys are going to get through. I'm not going to pick. I just want to see what the draft pool is. I guarantee you. Why is... Oh, Pete Rose might not be eligible. Mickey Rivers is, but why is Pete Rose not eligible? Oh, it did accept the fact that I slid him on there. Okay. I don't want to lose Mickey Rivers either, but we'll see what happens. Who are they going to take? Jerry Roos, Ken Henderson, Willie Stargell, Bill Singer, Wilbur Wood. Up, there goes Mickey Rivers. Anyone else really interesting? I'm just going to go ahead and sim the whole thing. I bet the fans are furious at me. Why would you take me to the Meet My Team screen? My team didn't get drafted. I already had a team. Let's go to the Rule 5 draft. Oh, that's rough. We lost Mickey Rivers. Did I lose my shortstop too, or just Mickey? I lost my shortstop too. Damn it. And I lost Paul Blair. I lost my starting center fielder. Oh, wow. Well, that all happened. Shit. I still have Danny Thompson, but Oh, that's super depressing. I spent all that money on players to improve the team, and I just lost most of them. And it's entirely my fault. I've literally zero people to blame but me. Shit. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm not going to take anybody. I don't see a need to. That is really a downer. Oh, I lost Tim Verizon. I thought I added him to the 40-man. I guess I must not have. Oh, that's right. I had two players who were very similar and I decided to keep a different player. That's fine. Oh, man, I'm super bummed. Okay, we need to take a look and see who's available in free agency that's still left. Really? I will be delighted to sign Jose Cruz to play center field. I'll just give you what you're asking for. I got money to burn now. I really don't want to lose. Oh, that's right. It's past. Oh, good lord, does he want a lot of money? Is Johnny Bench worth it? He's already 29. I'd give you a 3-year deal. I cannot, in good conscience, give a catcher that massive a deal. I did give you a team option. Oh no, he definitely wants a longer deal. I have nowhere to put Bobby Grich, and I wouldn't sign him even if I couldn't just move Bobby Grich to center or shortstop. He's another one. Both these guys want giant sacks of cash. Can Steve Garvey play first? He can. Alright, of the 3 megastars, who would I most like to pay? I mean, catchers of Johnny Bench's caliber just don't come around very often. And he'd be a massive upgrade over... But here's the thing, Stearns hasn't been that disappointing. First base has been a real area of weakness, as has shortstop. Grich is really good all around. I will actually sign Bobby Grich. And we'll move... Oh, good lord, he wants so much more money than Bench does. How much does Garvey want? Garvey wants a fair bit too, but he wants less. But I have the money. Oh. Hmm. 10 year... No. I'll give you a 5-year deal. 8 years, I'll give you 6. You really want those 8 years? Fine, I want team options. Yeah, he's pretty angry at me now. Bench is at least willing to be more reasonable, and he's a lot cheaper too. I'm gonna make him this offer. Oh, sorry. There he goes. I will sign Johnny Bench. I'll even move in a bit on Steve Garvey to improve ourselves at first. Yeah, I haven't had a good first baseman in a while. I'm just going to offer all the money right now, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, we got Johnny Bench. This is obviously going to make Stearns not so happy. I'll actually send Stearns to AAA this year. Just because I'm not convinced I want to get rid of Essien yet. Steve Garvey wants more money. How much more money are you wanting? A lot more. No, I don't want Steve Garvey that badly. We can muddle through with a better first baseman. There goes Greg Luzinski. Who did he sign with? Oh, the Reds got a damn good deal, but I don't think he would have given me that same deal. He was pretty mad at me. Steve Garvey picked New York. Jose Cruz. Yeah, I will, without a doubt, match that offer. I need a good center fielder. Bobby Grich signed with Houston. Okay, Duke Snyder, Don Drysdale, and Sherm Lawler all got in. They still... Okay. So I'll get a draft pick for him. Come on. Oh, really, Baltimore? I'm going to make one more offer to him. I'm not giving him $500,000 a year. I will happily find a much cheaper center fielder who just plays really good center field. Why are the Orioles so desperate to sign you? You probably want more than $500,000. You actually barely want more. I'll tell you what. I will give you exactly $500,000. And if you don't take it, that's your business. And I'll just find a different center fielder. If it sounds like I'm trying to buy a World Series title, that's exactly what I'm trying to pull. Tempting, a good hitter but a bad center fielder. I'm not interested. But tempting. And there he goes. Okay. And you will be playing in center field, my friend. I know you're not quite as good a center fielder, but you're very athletic, and I think you will. I think I got sold a bill of goods. No, he still looks for good contact and good gap power. And as long as he plays center field, he's worth it to me. If he ends up moving to right field, he's less useful. I could just have Rich Dower learn. I'm going to tell Rich Dower to play shortstop in spring training. I want you to play some shortstop. Because Dower playing shortstop is actually the best of all possible worlds. I get a good hitter who's also a pretty fair defender. Let's sim up to spring training now. Of all the deals I made, Cruz is the one I'm the most concerned about biting me in the ass down the road. Okay. Now, whose deals are coming up that I might want to extend? Okay, Bobby Bonds can opt out. I don't know if he's going to opt out or not. That's his choice. Nolan Ryan wants all the money. And it's hard to say he doesn't deserve it. 5 years. Okay. A big extension of Ryan will take him like through year 35 or 36, and I'm totally fine with that. Hermano I'd like to hit now, actually. He wants an extreme... I want no player opt-out. If you take this deal... yes, I will happily give you a significant raise because you're just that good. That was easy. Woods I haven't decided about yet. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. All right. I need to make my... set everything up, don't I? And then pitching... and then we will sim through the day. I hope you guys have enjoyed this bonus episode so far. I'm actually kind of excited about what might happen next season. And I think he's still wanting me to upgrade catcher, and I kind of got that Johnny Bench guy you might have heard of. Okay, Tug McGraw getting hurt again is worrisome, but it's not the end of the world. I think we might have blown his arm out. That may be my fault for making him pitch like 100 innings like 6 years in a row. It's fine. Okay, yep. I'm bringing Nolan Ryan back. He is extremely expensive, but I also find it hard to believe he won't earn me that money some way back. His deal is less dodgy to me just because I'm not likely to find a pitcher of his caliber on the open market. Even if he does degrade a little bit. Player development. Bench got a little worse. His contact got a lot better. Did you actually pick up any shortstop? You did. Okay. You've just earned yourself a starting job at shortstop. But you'll have to wait until next week to find out how this team works out. I'm really excited. Let's take a very quick peek and just see if anyone is injured and can just go right to the DL. How long are you out for? Yeah, I think Dower's going to be the everyday shortstop. I know it's not ideal, but he's got the tools to play second or third. I don't see why he couldn't handle short. And he's a good enough hitter that he would be light years better than pretty much any of the shortstops I currently have on the team. So we'll have to see how things work for us, but I'm reasonably confident that this is probably the best team we've ever had. But we'll find out for sure next episode. So hope you've enjoyed this bonus episode. Once again, thank you to RandomHuman19 for catching the error. But that's it for this episode. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'm still a little bit irritated about losing Mickey Rivers. But I think overall, the team is certainly better than last year's model, and I think it's one of the best teams we could have put together. Except I really wish we would have kept Rivers and not signed Cruz, but we'll just have to see how Cruz handles center. Until next time, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.